Hello students, this is Dr. Padam Singh Tomar, Assistant Professor in Mathematics at Department of Applied Sciences, Galgotia College of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. We are going to start Engineering Mathematics first course, and the course is divided into 5 modules. We are discussing one by one. So it will be a series of lectures. So let's start with the first module. There are 5 modules. Module 1 is matrices, module 2 is differential calculus first, module 3 differential calculus second, module 4 is multivariable calculus first, and fifth module is based on vector calculus. So let's start with the definition and types of matrices. So a matrix is defined as matrix is a rectangular array of elements. The elements can be symbolic expression or it may be numbers. Matrix A is denoted by a square bracket like this. For example, A is equal to A11, A12, A1n, which are the elements in first row. So this one is the first row, and A21, A22, A2n are the elements of second row, means this one is the second row, and in last generally AM1, AM2, AMN are the elements of mth row. So horizontally elements are placed in rows and vertically we treat this element as columns. So there are total m rows and n columns. So order of this matrix will be m by n. The matrix A may also be denoted by A m by n to show that matrix A is a matrix A having m rows and n columns. So this is the way to define the matrix. The number of rows and columns in a matrix may be equal or may be unequal. So there are some special type of matrices. First one is the row vector. If matrix B has only one row, it is called as a row vector. So like V is equal to V1, V2, Vn, the elements are placed horizontally in a single row, and n is the dimension of the row vector. For example, V is equal to 25, 20, 3, 2, 0. V is an example of row vector of dimension 5. Similarly, we can define column vector. If a matrix C has one column, it is called a column vector. The elements are placed vertically like this: C1, C2, C3, Cm. And m is the dimension of the vector. For example, an example of column vector is given here. The elements are 25, 5 and 6, which are placed vertically in a single column. Another type of the matrix is taken over here, submatrices. If some rows or columns of the given matrix A are deleted, uh, then the remaining matrix will be treated as submatrix of the parent matrix A. Of the parent matrix A. Finds there is an example uh, like A is equal to 4, 6, 2, 3 minus 1, 2. If we have to find submatrices of this matrix, then we can find another matrix by deleting last column or by deleting second column or by deleting first column. Similarly, we can find another matrix by deleting first row or second row. So the new matrix after deleting any row or column will be the submatrix of the parent matrix. A square matrix, if the number of rows in a given matrix is equal to number of columns in a matrix, then the given matrix is called square matrix. The entries A11, A22, ANN are called the diagonal elements of the square matrix. Sometimes the diagonals of the matrix is also called the principal or main diagonal of the matrix. For example, A is equal to 25, 23, 5, 10, 15, 6, 15, 7. If this one is the given matrix, so here we see that there are 3 rows and 3 columns. So number of rows and number of columns in the matrix A are equal. So this will be treated as a square matrix, and the diagonal entries are 25, 10 and 7. So this 25 is the A11 element, and 10 is the A22 element, and 7 is the A33 element. Another type of matrix is upper triangular matrix. If an A m by n matrix for which Aij is equal to 0 when I is greater than 0 is called an upper triangular matrix. That is, all the elements below the principal or main diagonal are 0. For example, there are a matrix A whose first two elements are 10 minus 7 0, second row elements are 0 minus 0.0016, and last two elements are 0 0 15 0 0 5. This is an upper triangular matrix because this is the principal diagonal or main diagonal, and below elements this one, this one, this one, all three below elements of the principal below the main diagonal are 0. There is also a 0 element above the principal diagonal, but we have to focus mainly on the below the principal diagonal. So all the entries should be 0 below the principal diagonal in an upper triangular matrix. Similarly, we can define lower triangular matrix in a m by n matrix where Aij is equal to 0 when j is greater than I is called a lower triangular matrix. That is, all the elements above the principal diagonal or main diagonal must be 0. So this one is the principal diagonal, entries are 1 1 1, and above this principal diagonal all the three entries are 0. So this matrix will be treated as lower triangular matrix. Next one is the diagonal matrix. A square matrix with all non-diagonal elements equal to 0 is called a diagonal matrix. That is, only the diagonal entries of the square matrix can be non-zero and other entries should be 0. And this one is the example of diagonal matrix where main diagonal entries are 3, 2.1 and 0, and the remaining entries all are 0. There is a single entry, this one is 0, so it will not affect the definition of the diagonal matrix if any one entries of the diagonal entries is 0. Uh, we have to focus the remaining entries other than the diagonal, they all should be 0, and any one of the diagonal entries may be, sorry, any or all the diagonal entries of a matrix can be 0. So this one is the diagonal matrix. Another definition is for unit or identity matrix. A identity matrix is a diagonal matrix with all the elements in the principal diagonal equal to one unity, and the identity or unit matrix designated by I, capital I, is worthy of a special consideration. For any arbitrary matrix A, the following relationship holds true. If we multiply an arbitrary matrix A by identity matrix, then the result will be the arbitrary matrix A. And like A into I is equal to A, and similarly I into A will be A. For example, if we have I is equal to 1 0 0 1, this is the 2 by 2 identity matrix, and this one is the 4 by 4 order identity matrix. If the matrix A is given by 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 2, 5, 6, which is 3 by 3 uh, matrix, if we multiply A by the identity matrix of the same order, then the result will be A. So we can see over here the matrix multiplication is well known for all the students because they learned about the matrix addition, subtraction and multiplication in the previous class 10 plus 2. So all of the students must be familiar. Another definition of the matrix is the null or zero matrix. So if all the elements are zero in a matrix, then the matrix will be treated as null matrix or zero matrix. These are two examples of 2 by 2 matrix and 2 by 3 matrix. Another definition is symmetric matrix. So a symmetric matrix is a square matrix in which Aij is equal to Aj. Means elements above and below the principal diagonals are same. So like this, A13 is equal to A31, A22 is equal to A22, and this one A21 is equal to A12, and A31 is equal to 13, A32 is equal to 23. So all the elements below and above the main diagonal are same. These are two examples of symmetric matrices. Another definition is the transpose of matrix. The given a matrix A, the transpose of A denoted by AT and read as A transpose, which is obtained by changing the all rows of A into the column of AT while preserving the order. In terms of the elements, Aij transpose is equal to Aj. If matrix A has R rows and C columns, then AT will have C rows and R columns. Also, there is a property of transpose of matrix. A transpose of A transpose will be A. There are some example of transpose matrix. Thus, if A is given by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then A transpose will be 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 8. Means first row will be converted into first column in AT, and second row will be second column of AT, and third row of A will be third column of AT. Similarly, there is another example whose first row, this one, will be first column of AT, this one, and second row of A will be second column of AT, this one. So in this way, we can define matrices. There are some other definition of matrices. The we can't include all the definition because they doesn't make sense over here. So uh, we are going to end of this session. In the next session, we will discuss another topic. So see you in the next session. Happy learning. Thank you for watching this video.